viewers, this is your boy once again, Political Hamzy, talking all things Nigeria. Today we're going to be talking about Nigeria's performance at the Paris 2024 Olympics. But before we talk about that, we need to congratulate our female basketball team, the Tigress, and our coach, Wakama, she was named the best female coach for the Olympics Paris 2024. Good, fantastic job representing Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Now let's talk about performance in the Olympics. We went there with about 82 or 88 athletes and came back with not even a single medal. But do you actually blame the athletes? No. What has happened in Paris is a reflection of our government. It's bad governance. It's putting incompetent people in charge of sensitive ministries and sensitive departments. The Olympics is every 4 years. So you have 4 years to prepare. But with Nigeria, we do not invest money in the grassroots. You go to the National Stadium in Surulere, it's dilapidated. No training facilities, no proper coaches. So how do you expect these athletes to perform? And even those that we expected medals from them, Toby Amuson, Ese Brome, they can't even practice in Nigeria because there are no facilities. What these women have achieved internationally is not down to the Nigerian government, it's down to their personal effort and finance. So you can't plant groundnut and expect to reap potatoes. You harvest what you call sow, and that is what has happened. But the problem with Nigeria is that when you look at the sports ministry, right from the President Obasanjo's era up to this era, there has been no credible minister overseeing the sports ministry. It's like ministerial appointments in Nigeria. It's not based on what you can do. It's not based on your expertise anymore. It's based on your friendship or political affiliation, or just the president just settling you and trying to make you feel comfortable. That is it. Because we had this same dismissal performance in the Tokyo Olympics. But Nigeria being Nigeria, nobody loses their jobs. Heads don't roll. We saw what happened with Flavor Ofili in the 100 meters. Somebody was so incompetent and they forgot to register her. These athletes, they have the same problem in the Tokyo Olympics to do with WADA, the doping testing. When you're meant to make athletes are meant to be available for testing, the Nigerian Athletics Committee did not follow procedures, and we had about 12 athletes that were denied participation. Now I'm not going to touch about the other athletes of Nigerian heritage that represented other countries, apart from Annette, who won the silver in the hammer throw for the United States of America. She's the African champion. She crossed over to represent America because of the incompetence of Nigerian officials. We do not invest money in the right places. Yes, they say, look, we made money available for these athletes. When did you make the money available? Olympics is coming 2-3 months. You give them money. Oh, this is the money for you to prepare for Olympics. It doesn't happen like that. Preparation for Olympics is done 4 years before the Olympics. You start training them. You provide them the right facilities, the right coaching, homegrown athletics. You sponsor them so they can leave the country and go to international tournaments whereby they get exposure. Because we saw the All African Games. Yes, we did well in the All African Games, but it was just us and other African countries. And you could even see some of our sprinters, they didn't have the right technique. It's investment. Kenya, they're winning medals. Botswana won gold and silver. It's because of investment. And Jamaica is a country of about maybe 3 million people, and you wonder why they do so well. Because when it comes to the grassroots, they invest and they follow it up. Do you think we don't have these athletes in Nigeria? We have like the Roman Greco wrestling they carry out in the Olympics. We have our traditional wrestling, Gidigbo, and these people participate regularly. Why don't you go and bring these people up, sponsor them, provide them with right facilities and coaching staff, and train them for Greco-Roman wrestling? We have athletes, we have boxers. You see these street boys always boxing every time. Train them, give them the right coaching facilities, provide resources for them. Even long distance running, we have the Fulani herdsmen walking from Sokoto to Lagos. Train some of them and they will challenge the Kenyans and Ethiopians. But the problem in Nigeria, instead of the sports ministry investing in the sportsmen and women, they invest in themselves. For you, it would be nice if they bring out a white paper showing us the entourage, the officials that went and how many side chicks they took there with them. It would be nice. So I do not blame the athletes. I blame the government. Because nothing was provided for them. We have a sports minister. Tell me, what is his expertise in sports? We have our Athletics Federation of Nigeria. Do we have athletes running it? No. And this is what you call the abandoned sports. I remember during the time of President Ibrahim Babangida IBB, the National Stadium was plunged into darkness. There was this story of a so-called minister that the mother died and they took the generator from the National Stadium to the village to provide light. And this is a problem with Nigeria. You see what happened in Tokyo Olympics, whereby we didn't have like 12 athletes. We didn't allow them participate. Heads didn't roll. Nobody lost their jobs. This Olympics now in Paris, Favor of Philly was not registered. But I bet you the people that were responsible for her being registered, I bet they participated and spent the whole duration of the Olympics in Paris, all paid for. Nobody is going to lose their jobs. Nobody is going to be demoted. And this is a cycle that keeps happening all the time. And it's just Nigeria for you. It's bad governance, bad administration, incompetence, and it will keep on happening. It will keep on happening in Nigeria. Time after time, this always happens. Sports is neglected. We have facilities, we have stadiums there, they're derelict. We're not maintaining them. We're not cultivating the new generation of sports stars. We're not. Look at the UK. What happens, unlike the Americans, the Americans it's almost like a bottomless pit of funding because have Nike, these sports companies throwing money. Some countries don't have that luxury. So what do countries like Kenya and Ethiopia do? They look at where are we strongest at. We're very strong in the long distance. So we're going to invest our resources to bring out the best when it comes to long distance, just like the Jamaicans. It comes to sprints, they focus their resources in the sprints. Nigeria, we're good in boxing, we're good at running, track and field and athletics, but we do not focus any resources there. All the money is squandered. I remember in the 80s and 90s for the wrestlers and weightlifters, we used to have top coaches from Bulgaria, Romania, the coach for Taekwondo and Judo. I remember they were from South Korea. So we had the best then. But you know, with IBB in power, that's when corruption started at a whole new level, and different aspects of was being neglected. The sports was one of those that was being neglected. We used to have the Principal Cup where we could pick young generational talents in football. What has happened? No grassroots, nobody's investing. And this is a problem. We don't invest in our sportsmen. Only the government officials invest in themselves. Gone are the days of Joe Lasisi, Okoro Dudu, Sunday Bada, Anefio Gudombo, Chiduimo, Mironyani. I remember back in the days, it was a joy watching Nigeria participate in sports. Chioma Juma, Atlanta 96, she won a gold medal in the long jump. In fact, she's the only Nigerian athlete to ever win a gold medal in track and field in the Olympics. We thought after that we were going to move up, but no, we refuse to invest in sports. And you can see it's in every aspect of the Nigerian culture, every aspect of government. We do not care about people. We don't care about investments. President Bola Tinubu, yes, we have to hold him a bit responsible also. We can give the minister, they can give him leeway saying, look, he just came in 3-4 months before the Olympics, so he was getting his feet round and trying to navigate what was going on. But now the Olympics is over. What are you going to do about it? What are we going to prepare these athletes? How are we going to prepare them for the next Olympics in Los Angeles, in America? We already know when the next Olympics is coming, 2028, and we already know when. So how are we going to upgrade our facilities, provide them with the right coaching staff? We need to look at all these. It's a big shame, you know. We watched and we're hoping for so much. The way we neglect our athletes, it's sad. It's sad that in Nigeria, the only people that our government look after is themselves. It is themselves. Nigeria is the kind of country whereby when the EFCC pulls you in, as long as you're in the ruling political party or you cross carpet to APC, nothing happens. So EFCC to me is just a political tool to go after political opponents. We can do more. We need to do more towards our sports stars. I hope they have learned from this poor outing in Paris, and I hope they'll start making preparations and laying the foundation for the next Olympics. This is your boy, Political Hamzy. You have a nice week. Thank you.